Back in January, I said it. The tape on Jaxson Dart said it all. The upside was way higher than Shedeur Sanders, even if Shedeur Sanders may have been a little bit safer. And the New York Giants, on Thursday night in the first round, decided to trade back in and make Jaxson Dart their guy as the number 2 quarterback taken. And say what you will about Jaxson Dart, there's definitely some things that he can get better at. But the ceiling is so good with him that if the New York Giants are looking to get a guy that knows what he's doing in the SEC, can translate that to the NFL, and bring a lot of that upside while continuing to grow as a quarterback, Jaxson Dart's the guy, and now he gets to sit with Russell Wilson and learn from him a little bit. This is a great landing spot for Jaxson Dart, even if he's not the guy in 2025. Dart's strengths start with his sideline and deep accuracy. He can push the ball down the field with a purpose and find his receivers in the process. His athleticism was something that was underrated during the draft process. People did talk about it, but I don't think people realize how well he moves, not just in and out of the pocket, but picking up some yards with his feet if he needs to. And one of the best attributes that I loved about him, and I did this scouting report all the way back in January, was his solid look-offs to help open his first option. If you watch NFL Live, Dan Orlovsky also said this just a couple of weeks ago when talking about Jaxson Dart and his upside. Now, there are some areas that he's going to get better. He's going to need to get better with some of that intermediate accuracy. Is he awful there? No, he's not. And he also wasn't always asked to go through his progressions in his offense. So he's going to have to work on that a little bit at the next level, and he's going to have to turn down some of those big time throws that he felt like he could fit into certain windows in college. He's going to have to be a little bit smarter, but Dart has all the physical stature and parts of an NFL quarterback, and he can work the sidelines and the deep ball with the best in college football. He needs to improve his pocket presence for throws over the middle of the field and the short area, but that's something that will come with time. Like I already mentioned, Jaxson Dart is probably not going to be the guy in 2025. It's going to be Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and him. And more than likely, they'll keep all 3 guys around, or Jameis Winston won't make it out of camp. But Brian Daboll and the Giants have already said that Russell Wilson will be the starter. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because you can see some of Russell Wilson's game in Jaxson Dart. So if you want him to grow and become a full-time starter, an elite quarterback option for you over the next few years, sitting for a year with Russell Wilson is exactly how to do it. So long-term outlook, Jaxson Dart is a top 12 quarterback. For this year, we're probably not going to be looking at him even if there's an injury to Russell Wilson, which could end up happening. But we may need to revise that, because if the Giants move away from Jameis Winston and Jaxson Dart is the QB2, he could absolutely see the field this season. When you take a look at what he can do over the long term, though, it's all about Malik Nabers. Malik Nabers and Jaxson Dart could be an elite connection at the NFL level for several years.
Analytics off the chain, all the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle